Broads Media.
What is going on, everyone? Welcome on into this episode of Schmoozed. Today, we are joined by Eagles cornerback Steven Nelson. What's going on, man? Thank you so much for joining me today.
Oh man, nothing much, man. Everything's going well. How are you?
Awesome. I'm doing great. Living the dream, talking sports every day. It's fantastic. Now, before we get started, you're joining us courtesy of Sky Motor Cars, the number one source for buying, selling, trading your vehicle. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your experience with them?
Oh man, it's been pretty good, man. Got in contact with those guys through my agent, man, and they hooked me up with a vehicle. Brought me down to the shop. Uh, they had a wide variety of different vehicles, man, and they just kind of let me handpick whatever I wanted to drive.
Yeah, no, I love that. Look, I need to make an upgrade. I was telling you before, I got the Mazda 3. When I rolled down the windows and I got Kendrick going or something, it's like, who's this tool bag? I need something to spice it up a little bit.
No doubt, man. Nothing wrong with that Mazda though, man. Especially here in Philly. Especially you can't even park anywhere here.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I guess that ties perfectly into my first question. What is the experience like living in Philadelphia? I guess you have some trouble finding that parking.
Yeah, man. I mean, I kind of figured that out pretty fast, man. So I mean, I'm already kind of like a homebody here. I don't really go anywhere around the city, man. Too many places, man. I'm pretty much inside the house for that matter, man. I hate trying to find parking, especially like if I got somewhere to go, man. So I'm to work most of the time and back home, man.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. But just in general, in terms of Philadelphia, you played in Pittsburgh. You had some stops along your way, even throughout college and all. What's it like living in Philly? Did anything stand out to you and something that surprised you that you enjoyed?
Yeah, man. I mean, it's definitely a very diverse city, to say the least, man. If anybody ever been to Philly, man, I guess the close proximity of the houses, man, kind of throws you off if you're not used to it, man. But that's that East Coast feel. You know what I mean? It's a little different for me. I'm from Georgia originally, but I live out in Arizona, so how's a little spaced out there, man. But I mean, it's a cool city though.
Yeah, no, I love it. It's funny you bring that up because I always thought to myself, if I wasn't from the East Coast, I honestly feel I'd be a different person. Like the city of Philly, I live in South Jersey, but it's all in the same. It's just like it's a part of who I am, and I couldn't imagine being an
Yeah,
LA guy or an
yeah,
Oregon guy. It just screams who I am a little bit. But
no
no,
doubt.
it is a great, it's diverse and it's moving in the direction that it needs to. I think at one point it got this rap or whatever, but the way that we're cultured, I think it's really starting to progress, which is always fantastic. Now, I
Yeah,
mentioned listening to music windows down. All right. Today I put up a tweet. I was listening to J. Cole, KOD, and I had people coming at me on Twitter, believe it or not, jerk offs on Twitter trying to tell me that he's no good. I need to know from you,
mm-hmm.
who's your favorite artist?
My favorite artist. I can't just say my favorite, man. I listen to so many different guys that I have like kind of pegged in my top 10. I would say J. Cole is definitely in my top 5. I'll say that. Man, I mean, he just has so much substance, and his flow is just it's different. You know what I mean? He just speaks that real, man. You know what I mean? But I can't give you top one, man, because just whatever flavor I'm feeling that week, man. That's who I'm pretty much going with. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
I'm the same way. But I guess in terms of, so I played college hockey. I had to get into a rhythm, when I'm doing my pregame warm up and all that stuff. What is it
mm,
like for you getting ready for a game, maybe 2-3 hours before? Are you locked in and are you music? Are you a keep it loose kind of guy? How do you approach a game day?
yeah, man. So it kind of changed for me a little bit. Earlier in my career, I was kind of like listen to a lot of rap. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Now, man, I just kind of like put the tunes on, man. I like listening to like old school, some R&B. You know what I'm saying? Keep it real simple, smooth, man.
Okay, so
Just
no big L. When you go old school, you're going like R&B old school. You're not hitting me with like old school hip hop.
no, I'm going R&B, man. I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? My mind is at peace. You know what I'm saying, for whatever's about to happen. So, I just
No,
try to keep the body loose.
Yeah, for sure. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, so you guys just came off of a loss to the Chargers. Hard fought. I thought you guys battled out there, left everything out there. I'm someone who can, appreciate just you were this close. I mean, it could have just went the other way. How did you see that game play out, and your thoughts on the loss to the Chargers?
Man, like you said, man, tough loss. I mean, we really was in the game. I mean, all the way down to the last seconds. You know, couple things hurt us, in the end. But just to start from the beginning, we just didn't make enough plays. You know what I mean? We didn't have any turnovers. We definitely got to win a turnover battle in games like that. That can be a big difference. We didn't get out the field as much as we liked, and in turns that shows the outcome of the game. You know what I mean? We knew coming into the game, they were good offense. Herbert, he's been doing this thing even though he's young, but they have, skilled veteran, pass catchers, and they got some weapons. So, I mean, we just knew it was going to be one of those type of games that we were going to have to, I guess, make more plays than the opposing team. But definitely, wish we could have got that one back. But on to the next.
Yeah, for sure, and that's an interesting way to kind of end that because as a professional athlete, there's going to be ups, there's going to be downs. And it seems like you guys are kind of trending in the right direction here of playing like a good team football. But I guess when you're out there and adversity does hit, how do you handle that as a professional athlete? Because it's not easy. It's very difficult. Adversity in life in general. But, throughout a football season, there's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of this, a lot of that. How do you go through that with the mental approach side of things?
I mean, you kind of got to look at yourself internally, man, and you just kind of got to, I mean, for me, I don't know about anybody else, but I know for me, I just kind of count my blessings, man. And, it's a blessing to be here at the end of the day. It's a blessing to keep waking up. You know what I'm saying? I just lost my sister this week. So
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
win, lose, or draw, it doesn't, it's life is bigger than that. You know what I'm saying? So, um, I deal with things a little differently, man. I'm just grateful, to be able to have the opportunity. That's the mindset you got to be in. You know what I mean? Because life is ultimately bigger than football. So can't
No
take
doubt it
everything.
is.
Yeah,
Yeah. No, prayers to you and your family. Absolutely. I'm very
appreciate
sorry to hear that. So I do want to, because I like to flip flop between the football world and then having some fun with it. So I
it.
guess outside of football, if there was one, do you have a passion in another sport? Do you watch baseball, basketball? Are you into another sport outside of the football world that it's sort of, just like a fan perspective almost?
Definitely, I'm a big fisherman slash hunter. I
Nice.
got my own bass boat. Do a lot of fishing back home in Arizona. I did a lot of fishing in Pittsburgh. Haven't been out fishing in Philly yet. Just haven't found the right body of water here yet. But now it's cold, so I probably won't do any fishing here.
Yeah,
Um,
no, that's awesome. I love that. So I say, yeah, I like to fish, but I'm your, largemouth bass, throw it back in kind of guy. There's like a local
yeah,
pond by me. We got some catfish that's like yay big. You just
yeah,
chuck them back. You go get your bloodworms, you
yeah,
throw them on, you throw some country
yeah,
on or whatever.
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah,
but it
yeah.
seems you do a little bit more than that. Like you go in like keepers and going home and cooking some fish for the fam.
Nah. I'm vegan, so I
Oh,
don't eat at all. But I do it for the
okay.
sport. I got some buddies that are like professional bass fishermen. You know what I'm saying? So like we really get into it, like talking 7, 8 pounders. You know what I'm saying?
You ever watch the like the professional bass fishing on TV where they're on the boat and they're flipping to all the guys? I saw that the other day. I'm like, this is
That's
insane.
what I'm saying. Like one of my guys was in in those tournaments.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. His name is Ty out of Arizona. I'm not gonna say his last name, but his name is Ty. Yeah, he's placed in a couple of those FLW ones. Yeah,
Yeah, that's it. It's fascinating because it's so foreign to me to that level of how it
yeah.
all works. They just zip that line and within 3 seconds. I'm sitting there for 40 minutes trying to get a
It's
little bite.
no, it's definitely more complicated than just over the surface, man. I mean, you're talking about weather, the air pressure, the water pressure, temperature, all that has to be right. You know what I mean? And on top of that, you have to know, what structures you're fishing at the depth. It's crazy. A lot
It
goes into
definitely
it.
is. It definitely is. All right, so this fascinates me. It definitely does. So I find it fascinating when a younger player goes into a locker room and then has to be around grown men, and then you're 20 something years old and you're looking up at 33, 34, 35. It's a different experience than when you're in college and let's say you're a senior looking at some freshmen, sophomores. So from Jalen Hurts, he's someone that he's got all the intangibles. He's got the leadership. He's got that it factor that rubs off on everybody. What's it like being a veteran? And then you see a young kid who has that type of demeanor. I don't know. It just fascinates me to think about that because it's got to be different entering that locker room knowing you're the quarterback, you're the guy. But now you're talking to 34, 33, 32-year-olds. It's just got to be different.
Yeah, man. I mean, he carries himself, man, like he's been there. Like he's a veteran. Definitely carries himself, the right way. Um, Definitely has a maturity level about himself, man. And he's doing the best he can. He works hard. Goes out there and competes. Each and every week, man. He doesn't show any sign of weakness, man. I think that's what it takes to become a good leader. Not just leading by example. More than just being some type of macho guy. You know what I mean? But he definitely has all the intangibles.
Yeah, it seems that way. You could just tell it in his demeanor and his body language when he's out there. Would you say, or who is, let's go down this road. Is there someone that, when you think about your career, your playing career, that is significant to where you are today? Someone that, really impact, whether it's family member, a coach, or someone that drove you to really change that mindset, maybe when you were younger, or maybe it was once you got to the NFL?
Yeah, I would say I played with a guy by the name of Eric Berry. Um, Early in my career when I was in Kansas City. And I came in. When I came in, I was a little, snappy. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
a little sensitive. But I played with that edge. You know what I'm saying? But I just had to figure out how to channel it. Um, and I just think people couldn't talk to me any kind of way. I've matured, grown a lot since that early age in my life, early stage in my life. But Eric Berry definitely, just being around him talking to me, kind of, being my big brother, uh, kind of showed me, what I'm saying, like, look, this is how you become, this is how you reach new levels in this profession. What I'm saying, you got to kind of control it, what I'm saying, and put it out on the field. You know what I mean? So definitely, big kudos to him.
Yeah, no, I love that. What was I know this is a tie here emotionally to everybody. What was Big Red like?
Oh, Andy, Andy was cool, man. He very very funny guy. I don't know if you guys know that about him, but super funny, man. He's a great coach. You know what I mean? Got straight to the point. You know what I mean? He know how to interact. With everybody else and whatnot, man. But very very good dude.
Yeah, for sure. All right, I got one more before we get to your NFT project.
Yes, sir.
What's it like playing with someone that is as skillful as Darius Slay?
Yes, it's fun, man. It's fun playing with him. Dude has a lot of confidence and just the way he carries himself, man. But it's cool playing with a guy like that. I mean, I played, I played in a ton of like top three, top five defenses, man. I played with a lot of guys, so definitely playing with him. It's just like having like when I'm done playing football, I could say like, yeah, these are the type of guys I played across from. You know what I mean? And I held my own. So yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And then okay, so your NFT project. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that? I'll be honest with you. I'm not in deep to it yet, but just like everybody else, you
Yeah.
start to die, you start to do the research, you look
Yeah.
around, what's happening here. So that's where I'm at, if I'm being honest. But why don't you tell us a little bit about it?
Awesome, man. So yeah, so I got into it probably a couple months ago. I got with a couple guys. I got Jordan. He's a local here in Philadelphia, and we had already been kind of talking about, doing working together this off season because I was already, kind of talking to Philadelphia, whatever. So it just kind of worked out perfect. But when I got with him, you know, we was working on this project. So you know, I don't know if you know the platform OpenSea. That's where you know you buy a lot of the NFT artworks and whatnot. So I have about 60 to 80 art pieces on there on OpenSea. You can go look up my name or Nelson Island, and you can buy your collectible items on there. And fun thing about it, like you can either keep it or you can sell it. You know, that's the fun thing about the non-fungible tokens. But also on the flip side, I have packages on. I have these game packages where people can bid on conference game tickets to go to the conference home games.
Oh, sweet.
And in these packages, you can win a couple items like a game worn jersey signed by me, game worn cleats. You get to experience with myself, like go fishing with me, do some football drills, go eat at Angelo's Pizza. Like I have my Angelo's hat on right here in
Damn
Philly.
right. Yep.
So and that's the fun thing about it. Just wanting to give the fans an experience. To kind of enjoy the game and kind of have some paraphernalia and also enjoy the NFT space. And didn't want to leave this out because it's kind of important to me and the Philadelphia, especially the Eagles. But portion of the proceeds goes to the Eagles Autism Foundation. So it's all about giving back in that way, man. But you can trying to figure out what's the platform. I just drew a blank where you can bid on the packages. God, I'm drawing a blank.
Well, we'll figure it out. We'll put links in the description, and everybody can go check it out down below for sure. But that's
No
all
doubt.
incredible stuff. No doubt
Yeah,
about it. And
no doubt.
I do have to sneak one more in. I
Oh,
probably
no
lied and
doubt.
said the last one, but we're coffee addicts here. Okay, so like I need to know, one, are you a coffee drinker? And if you are, what do you go with here? Because I normally just like simple, good old when
Yeah.
I'm upstairs, nice cup of Black Joe. Nothing too crazy about it. But if I go to Wawa, then we start sprinkling in the hazelnut. So, what's your preferred if you do drink coffee?
Man, I'm boring, man. I'm lame, man. I don't drink coffee, man. But
Any
I know
sort of rush in the morning? What do you go with? Nothing? Natural?
it's natural, man. I just wake up and I try to get myself going, like listen to music. But I used to drink coffee, um, and I was like that too. Nice black, you know. And I used to watch my grandfather drink it. Like growing up, I was like, ew, like how do you drink just black coffee like
Yeah.
that? And the older I got, it was like, okay, that's all I need.
Yep.
But I probably haven't drank coffee for about 2 years now.
Wow, good for you. I don't think I'm like 7 cups a day. Like, I just always envision, like when I played college hockey, I walk off the bus, you got your suit on, it's like got
Yeah,
that cup of Joe. It's like it's an
yeah.
image.
Get you going. It gets you going definitely. Yeah, I don't know what made me stop, man. Well, I wasn't sleeping at night. I'm very sensitive to it, and I could drink, like, say if this was filled with coffee, this is tea. If I drink like something like this, even if I drink it anywhere past 12 o'clock in the
Oh, you're
day,
yeah, you're
I'm up
done.
all night, but all night.
I hate to tell you this. My last cup of Joe, I have a time. It's the last time. 9:59. Anything past 10 p.m., I won't have a cup. So
Yeah,
9:15, here I
yeah,
am just pounding 2 cups of
yeah,
black coffee down. It's amazing. But
yeah,
all right, before
yeah.
I let you go, a big thank you to our friends at Sky Motor Cars for getting us Steven Nelson today. If you don't know about Sky Motor Cars, what are you doing? Sky Motor Cars is the premier luxury car dealership in the greater Philadelphia area that promises to provide honest and efficient service, whether you're buying, selling, or trading in your car. But Sky is not just luxury vehicles. Sky's inventory has cars for everyone's budget. And Sky is looking to buy your car. They're paying cash and beating offers. If you have a car sitting there and you want cash, call Sky today at 610-918-7225. Go visit skymotorcars.com to learn more and when you buy or sell your next vehicle with Sky. Thank you so much, man. I really do appreciate your time.
Hey, man, appreciate you guys.